Hello, good morning students. In last session we studied the introduction to microscope and we also studied the magnification power of the microscope. Now today we have to discuss another point, resolving power of the microscope. Okay, now what is meant by resolving power? The resolving power, that is defined as the minimum detectable distance between two image points representing the limit of resolution. Here the minimum detectable distance between two images, okay, that is called as a resolving power. The resolving power of an objective lens is measured by its ability to differentiate two lines or points in an object. The resolving power, that is denoted by R, is determined by numerical aperture. Here numerical aperture, that is denoted by NA, capital NA, and the wavelength of light, or wavelength, that is denoted by lambda of the illumination, that means the light. Okay, here the greater the resolving power, the smaller the minimum distance between two lines or points that can still be distinguished. The larger the numerical aperture, the higher the resolving power. That means whatever the resolving power, that is dependent upon the numerical aperture. Is it okay? So here resolving power, that is denoted by R, and the numerical aperture, which is denoted by NA, and the wavelength, which is denoted by the lambda. Is it okay? Here R is equal to, R means the resolving power is equal to lambda by 2 into numerical aperture in micrometer, and the value of lambda is equal to 0.55 micrometer, is often used as the reference wavelength. Okay, now the resolving power formula, the following formula is generally used to determine the resolution. Okay, here epsilon is equal to 0.61 into lambda upon numerical aperture. Okay, so this is the Rayleigh formula, and here the lambda, that is the wavelength of light, and the value of that lambda is 0.55 micrometer, that is used for the visible light, and the numerical aperture, that means the objective lens numerical aperture. Here numerical aperture of 100x, or that is the oil immersion objective, is 0.90, and the value of lambda is equal to 0.55 micrometer. Now put the values of these parameters into the formula, then we get the resolving power. Okay, so epsilon is equal to 0.61 into lambda upon numerical aperture. Now here 0.3355 upon numerical aperture is equal to 0.3355 divided by 0.90, that is the value of numerical aperture of oil immersion objective. When we calculate this, we get 0.37 micrometer. That means here how this 0.3355 comes, that means here we have to put the value, that is 0.55 micrometer, then after multiplication we get 0.3355, and then we have to put the value of numerical aperture, that is the 0.90. So after calculation we get the resolving power of oil immersion objective, that is 0.37 micrometer. Is it okay? So the next point, that is the depth of focus on an object. There are two adjustments present on arm of the microscope. One is a coarse adjustment and another is the fine adjustment. Okay, so when we focus the object, okay, after that when the object becomes visible, now we have to make the sharpness in the image, and for that purpose there is another adjustment, that is the fine adjustment knob is there, and by using that fine adjustment knob we can sharpen the image. Okay, as the numerical aperture measures, the depth of the focus becomes shallower as shown by the expression below. See the expression, that is the depth of focus, which is represented by first capital letters of the depth of focus, that is DOF, is equal to lambda by 2 into numerical aperture square. Okay, here value of lambda is given, that is the 0.55 micrometer, is often used as the reference wavelength. Okay, now for an M plan there is a 100x lens, the numerical aperture, that is the 0.7, and the light wavelength of 0.55 micrometer. Now the depth of focus of this objective is, here we have to put the values of the different parameters. The value of lambda is 0.55 micrometer divided by 2 into, here we have to put the value of numerical aperture, that is the 0.7, and here is the bracket square. After calculation we get the depth of focus, that is the 0.6 micrometer. Is it okay? So this is the depth of the focus. Now the next, that is the angular aperture. The angular aperture of the lens is the angular size of the lens aperture as seen from the focal point. Okay, see, this is the formula to calculate the angular aperture. Here alpha is equal to 2 arctan in bracket d by 2 divided by f. That means here d, that is the diameter of the aperture. Okay, and f is the focal length. Is it okay? So here when we take that 2 common, 2 arctan in bracket d divided by 2f, and here d is the diameter of the aperture and f is the focal length. See, here is the f, that is denoted by the arrows, and here is the focal length. Okay, and here d, that is the diameter of the aperture. Okay, so here is the angular aperture of thin lens with focal point f and the aperture of diameter, that is the d. Okay, so by this formula we can calculate the angular aperture of the lens. Now the another point, that is the numerical aperture. Here the numerical aperture figure, that is important because it indicates the resolving power of an objective lens. Okay, so larger the numerical aperture value, the finer is the detail that can be seen. Is it okay? So a lens with larger numerical aperture also collects more light and will normally provide a brighter image with a narrower depth of focus than one with smaller numerical aperture value. Okay, so numerical aperture is equal to n into sin theta. The formula for numerical aperture is n into sin theta. The formula above shows that numerical aperture depends upon n, the refractive index of the medium that exists between front of an objective and the specimen, and angle theta, which is the half of the angle of the maximum cone of light that can enter the lens. Here n for ear is equal to 1. Okay, so that is the refractive index of ear. That means these rays of light that pass from the medium, and that medium is ear, and that's why the refractive index of ear is 1. Is it okay? So this is the diagrammatic representation of numerical aperture in microscopy. See, here is the objective. Okay, we already studied the 3 types of objectives are there. That means low power objective, high power objective, and oil immersion objective. Okay, so here is the lens. Below or at the base of objective there is a one lens, and here is our slide, and on slide there is a specimen is there. Is it okay? Now this is the working distance. Working distance means the distance between object and the lens or the specimen or objective lens. That is called as the working distance. Okay, and the angle here theta, that is formed. Is it okay? So the angular aperture theta is 1/2 of the angle of the cone of light that enters a lens from a specimen, and the numerical aperture is n sin theta. In the right hand illustration, the lens has a larger angular and numerical aperture. Its resolution is greater and its working distance is smaller. See, here the size of numerical aperture of the lens is here small, and here the size is bigger as compared to first figure. Okay, and the numerical aperture also is more as compared to first figure. Okay, so the resolution which is obtained by the figure second, that is more, and whatever the working distance between the specimen and objective, that is also less. Is it okay?